All right, YouTube. Good afternoon, good morning, good whatever it is where you are. I wanted to go ahead and do a review on this ZT-0630. Now, this knife I have carried for quite some time now. Um, really enjoying it. Beautiful blade shape. This is an Emerson and ZT collaboration, based loosely, I would say, off of the CQC8. And I say loosely because it's kind of in between the size of the mini CQC8 and the actual regular sized CQC8. So it's in between the Horseman and the standard CQC8. And let me go ahead and get a close up for this for you guys here. Very well executed. Anytime you can get ZT build and Emerson design, I would say jump on it. You can see that blade there is pretty well centered. That's not something that I typically care about, but I know a lot of you guys do. This blade has been with me now for a few months. I have carried it literally every day. This is a literal EDC knife. I've used it at work. I'm an electrician, so I do a lot of cutting rope, cutting all sorts of things from wire, stripping wire, cutting ropes, cutting jet line, which is like a nylon sort of deal, opening boxes for material all day long. This thing has held up. This thing has held up. I want to go ahead and show you where the lockup is now. And by the way, this thing locks up like a fucking bank vault. There is absolutely no blade play. I have done a lot of testing on it before I carry it, and I know those are not hefty spine whacks, but the way that I see it, I spine whack on my person. And the reason being is that's gonna prevent me from doing too much to the knife. Now, in my opinion, fixed blades are fixed blades, folders are folders. I'm not gonna treat this as if it were a fixed blade. That's why we have fixed blades. So I simply tap it on my knee here, or any other body part for that matter. Weird. And if it doesn't lock back, or if it locks back on me, we're good to go. So yeah, this is the ZT-0630. It's made out of S35 VN steel, which isn't a super steel, but it's definitely not your basic, should I say, sort of a steel. I want you guys to take a look at that wedge. Look at that. I mean, this is a beautifully shaped knife. It's got a lot of belly, whole lot of belly, so it just slices right through things like butter. This is slowly becoming one of my favorite knives. It's got a phosphor bronze washers in there. A lot of guys have said this is on bearings, and they actually own the knife, and they say that it is on bearings. You can clearly see that it is not if you were to take it apart, but the reason I mention that is a testament to how smooth this knife is. You can tell me that an Emerson is on bearings, and I'll pick it up and I'll flick it, and I'll say, well, shit, no, it's not. I'll feel it immediately. So would any of you all. It's just a totally different feel. And I'm not bashing Emersons by any means. Love those knives. I wanted to get a few here in a little while, but yeah, I wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys if anyone's considering buying this knife. MSRP is $200. I've seen them go for much, much less than that. I actually wouldn't pay that. It's worth it, but not if you can get it for cheaper, guys. So ZT-0630. And for those of you who have not seen the Wave feature in action, let me go ahead and demo that for you here. It is just wicked fast, wicked fast. I can't have a knife now without this feature. It is just that useful. I don't see why you would not want it. I know guys who have bought Emersons, or have seen guys who have bought Emersons and have wanted to cut off of the wave feature. It's just that much of an irritant to them. I don't understand why. It serves as an awesome thumb ramp. The original intent was to be a knife catch. You'd have to have quite a bit of skill and or luck to achieve that, but it is possible. I don't see why not. But it's multi-use. It is also a bottle opener, if you guys get down like that. So very, very, very useful addition to any knife, in my opinion. I wish every knife came with a wave feature. I don't really care about how it looks. I've heard guys say that it looks wonky to them. That is irrelevant to me. This is a tool. Does not matter what it looks like. Aesthetics are certainly a plus, but I'm not going to totally discredit a tool because of its looks. But 0630 ZT. Button up Chuck, out.